So hello guys, today we are going to learn Spring MVC. So we will do one hands-on. So basically we will create a login page using Spring MVC. So let's get started. So first you have to create a new Maven project. So you have to choose a default workspace. Okay, and next just refresh it one time. So right here Maven, type web. So it's not coming, I don't know why. Just select it all catalog enter. So it might take little bit of time because it is retrieving. Okay, so got it, and you have to select the Maven archetype web app 1.4 version. Next, give the name your group ID. So I will give demo MVC. Same name. I will provide it in artifact ID. And I will give a package name com.acc.mvc. You can give any package name and just to finish. It will create your project. So our project is been building here. You can see it is installing all things. So just see, okay, it has been created. So here it is our projects. So we have doesn't got a src main java folder. So in order to get that, you want to just right click on your project, just go to just a minute, yeah, right click on the project, go to build path, configure build path, select jre system library, select the workspace default jre, finish, apply, close. So you will get the src main java folder. Now repeat the same step, build path, configure build path, JRE system library, and roll back to the previous one, that is Java SC 1.7 JDK. Okay, then is apply, close. The next task is to configure your form.xml because we want to download that many of the dependencies. So I will open. So I will provide this file in the description. So you can go and download it. Okay, so just copy the property from here and just replace with this properties. Control paste. Okay, control V, paste, save it. Next thing, you want to copy the dependencies here. So copy this all stuff, copy it and paste it in my line number after dependencies. Put enter and paste here, and just to control save. So it will build your project. So if you're doing it for first time, so it will take about 30 to 40 seconds. So keep patience. So one is it is completed. Once it's completed, just open the src main web app. So and web inf. So here you can see the index.jsp. So this is our index page. Okay, so just run and see whether this page is working or not. So if it's working, so your project has been built it successfully. So just run on server, finish. Okay, it is running. Yeah, so it is showing hello world. So that means our project is built successfully. So next task is to you have to create the configure the web.xml. So open web.xml and you have to give this thing servlet. You have to add the servlet and servlet mapping. So servlet I will give servlet name. Servlet name I will give dispatcher and servlet class I will give org dot spring framework dot web dot servlet dot dispatcher servlet. So next thing is to do the servlet mapping. So servlet mapping. So copy the servlet name from here. Just paste it here, and you have to give URL pattern. So I will give you a URL pattern. So it will take the file name dot obj. Okay. So now we have to create the dispatcher servlet. So in web inf, just right click new others, write XML here, choose the XML file, next give the name dispatcher servlet, dispatcher servlet, dispatcher hyphen servlet, just finished it, and I will give a link of a dispatcher servlet also. Just copy, open, download this file and copy all the stuff and paste it here in the dispatcher servlet and just save it. Okay. So here I have added the hibernation also. So to connect with the database. So for the time being, I will comment this part from here to end. So it is ending here. For the time being, I will comment this part. Once it is not commented out, was the problem. Okay, got it. Yeah, it has been commented. So when we will configure our database, at that time we will uncomment this. For the time being, we need the annotation driven and this view resolve. So we will use the annotation in our project, and the view resolver will be helped to fetch the JSP file, which I will create here, the view. So I will create this bar, web inf views. So I will create one folder views here. Finish. So in this, we will put all our JSP file here. Okay, and it will get fetched from here. It will go to web.xml and choose the URL pattern, and it will go to JSP file and it will display in our web page. Okay, so our next task is to create a package in src main java. So I will create three package three package com dot. I will give the name com.acc dot mm, controller. Another package I will create com.acc.dow. Another one I will create com.acc.model. In model, I will create a Java class. Okay, I will create a class and I will give a name as login. First letter will be a capital. Okay, login model. Finish. Okay, so in login page, I need the username and password. So I will create a private access specifier as private, and I will create a string variable to store username, and similarly for the password, string password, and I will generate the getter ancestor. So I will simply go to source and generate getter ancestor, select all, generate. Okay. So I have created the model. Now I will create the controller for it. So in control com.acc.controller, I will create another class that I will name as login controller. Okay, finish. So here I have told earlier that I will use the annotation. So I will use the controller annotation here. So controller, it will be a at the rate C capital letter controller. Okay, I will import its package. Okay, so it has been imported. Now I will use the request mapping to map our JSP file. So I will write request mapping and the value. So till now I have not created a web page. After creating the web page, I will give here the value. I will keep the path here, method equal, will be a get method, request method dot get. Okay, and I will create one function that will be a public string. I will give the function name as so. You can give any name, and I will return the web page. So till now I have not created the web page, so I will create the web page as name as login. Okay. So and here I import the request mapping, so the error will be bound. Request method also we need to import. So first thing I will do, I want to uh, display the I want to redirect the index page to the login page. So I want the login page should be my default, means that will be my index page. So simply I will use here the redirect function. So it will be a percent and it will be a response. I will write response dot send redirect, and I will keep the path. You have remember we have done a servlet mapping. Okay, so it will be a file name and it will be a extension. So I will give the name as s log. You can give any name dot obj. Remember you have to give the obj because in the web.xml we have written in mapping URL mapping we have written dot obj. So star means all. So okay, so it can be anything. So in our case it is a def log. So same name we have to, means this part we have to paste in our login controller in value. Okay, so after pasting it here, so working is that it will redirect to deflog.obj, then it will go to the deflog, means in controller, and it will go to this function and it will return the login.jsp. Remember you don't have to give the .jsp, it will automatically take because in our dispatcher servlet we have already mentioned .jsp. Okay, so suffix will be automatically it will take. So go back here and now I will create in view. You have to create the login.jsp. So I will choose new other JSP file. Okay, JSP, and I will give this name as login.jsp. Next, finish. Okay, I will give this as title. Sorry, title will be a login. It's a login page, and I will use the tag library. So percent percent at the rate tag lib, and URI will be URI. You have to choose this Spring Word.org tag form, this one, and you have to give the prefix name. So you can give any prefix name. I will give a capital A. You can give any name. Okay. So after this in body, I will create a form. So first I will give the H1 header that will be a mark attendance. Okay. Login. I will give a login page. Okay, and I will center it. I will put in the center tag, so all the things come in center. Okay, I will align it. Okay, so I will run the project and see whether it is working fine or not, whether it is displaying this login page or not. So simply run the project, run on server, save, finish. So it is giving me error. So what is the error? Okay, I have not given the semicolon. Okay, here I have to give semicolon. I forget it. Okay, now see, fix it. Another error was the error servlet.init. Mm, okay, so I think error is in login controller. So error will be, I think, so it is okay. Mapping is fine. Okay, I think I have done mistake in dispatcher.servlet. Something is missing here. Uh, no. Okay, so I have forgot to change the package name. So this was the error. So our package name is com.acc.controller. So remember, you have to give the controller package name. Okay. So here it is our login controller. Its package is com.acc.controller. So this was our error. So I think now it will work fine. Save it, close it, and rerun your project. So run on server. Okay, by mistake. Run on server. Okay, run on server. Finished. It is taking time. Little bit. Again, it is showing the error. So servlet.init. Okay, dispatcher servlet com.acc.controller. Okay, this file is okay. So what's the problem? Let me check login controller. Request mapping is there. Def log. So what the problem here? Okay, the error is that just remove this one, this hibernation things, and save it. Now if you run, the project will run successfully. Okay, It is loading, starting Tomcat server. Yeah, so yeah, we got our login page. Okay, now let's configure our login.jsp. Okay, so we need to create a form. So I will use, I have used, I will use the form tag. So here we have used the tag library. Okay, form, enter, and our form method will be post, and action will give later, and the model attribute we will give it later when we will configure it in login controller. Okay, so now I will give first username, and I will use tag library, use the input. Okay, path is username. Remember, you have to give the same path name which you have made in login model. So it is the username and password. So same thing you have to mention here. And for similarly for the password use tag library and use password. Part name is password. And I want to display the error also. So I will use the error display. Okay, so the path will be username. So I am doing this for the validation. So whether the user has given it, the user has not left the field empty. So this, and I will use some CSS style equal to color. I will give red. Okay, same thing. I will copy it and I will paste here. And don't forget to the path name. It's path is password. Password. Okay. Now I will create a submit. And so I will use the simply input. Type will be submit. Submit. Value will be log in. Okay. And I will create one reset also. Clear button. Type equal to reset. Value will be clear. Okay. And I will create some station MVSP and MVSP. Okay, got it. I have created PHP. Now our form is ready. Now we will configure it in login controller. So I will give the action name as login. Okay, I will give where login. So it will be verifying basically. And model attribute I will give anything name I can give. So I will give suppose where. Now go to login controller. So here I will create first the model in order to link this model with this login model.java model. I will create okay. So I will get do here model dot okay add attribute this function. So here we have to give the attribute name. So here I have given the name as where. So I will give the same name here. Where it is okay where comma new. I will create the object of the login model login model. Okay, semicolon. Just import the package of login model. Yeah. So now I will use same thing. Okay, I will copy this thing again. So for validation, I am using so value will be it will be post. First, I will change it as post method, and his value is login. In login, we have given where login. Okay, here I have forgot to mention .obj. Otherwise, it will give error. So it will be a where login copy, and we have to paste the same thing in value also. Where login.obj. So so this I will give verify. Okay. So after giving this, so okay, this part I will do empty because I don't need this. Okay, and okay, I have written the verify spelling wrong. Okay, verify, and now here I don't need now the model. So I will use the annotation and I will use the valid. So to show the user has kept the input as empty or no. If user has put it empty, then it will show error. So I will call the login model class login model login. Okay, so I have created this, and next thing will be I need a binding result because we have to give result here. will be result import this class. So I am using the binding result because after verifying if the error has been there, so it will redirect to the same page, the same login page. So that's why I'm using the binding result. So I will use if condition if result dot has error. If has error, then it will return to a same login page. Okay, I forgot to import the valid class. No, it's okay. So for the time being, I will return it to. I have not created. If it is success login, then it will return to a dashboard. So home page I have not created. I will create it later. So now I will use the verification means validation things here. So in order to do that, I need to use not empty annotation. So that not empty will verify it whether user has kept the field empty or not. And I will display the message. User strip user name is required. required. Okay. So I want to import this node empty package. Same thing I will copy and I will paste to password. So password, just simply save it and rerun your project. Finished. So it is starting the Tomcat server. Okay. So I got this. I need the password should be come down. So in this I will use MVR tag. We are after this and we are after this. So it will come down. Refresh it. It's not working. I save the file. Yeah. Now it's came and it's some more spacing. So it will be our tag. Yeah. Now it will be fine. Yeah. I got it. So if I keep the field empty, so okay, I got the error because we have not given the model attribute in login.controller. So we need to give it here at the rate model. Model name will be capital model attribute It will be where. We have given where there. So we need to import. So something I have written wrong. So what is the wrong here? Model attribute. Why it is not importing? Set import. Yeah, now it has been imported. Yeah, see, now if you put the field empty, error has been displayed. Clear. I will reload the page. Suppose clear is working. Yeah, clear is working. So now we need, if it is successful login, then it will redirect to the home page. So I will simply create a home page here. JSP5 home.jsp. Next. Okay. So I will give title name as home and in H1 tag simply I will give a name of the user, welcome, and I will use dollar value braces. I will fetch the name, so it will be a var dot username. That if it has a success login, then it will go to var dot username, means it will fetch the username. Okay, so here it will be a home. Okay, so now I want to configure my database. So for that, first we will go to the model, login model. Okay, here I will simply give at the rate MVC and I will give a table name. So table name, I have not created the table now. So after creating the table, I will give the table name here and I will use the primary key that ID. So only these things we need to do here. So I need to import those annotations. Okay, save it. Just open MySQL. The password I will use the database. Okay, before that, just control get and uncomment this Hibernate steps which we have commented earlier. So now we are configuring the database. So we need this all things So you can see my database name is LKM, and give your username password here, database username password, and I will use the LKM database. So I have in my SQL, if you see show database, I already have, sorry, it will be a show databases. I already had LKM, so if you don't have, just create the LKM database. Okay, so I will use the LKM. Okay, and in this I will create a table name I will give login. Okay, I will give demo login, and in this there will be a username will be a varchar, size I will give 40 suppose, and it will be a primary key because we know the username is unique. Password, it will also varchar, its size I will give 20. Okay, let's give 30. Suppose if anyone want a long password, then it will be okay. Just give semicolon, your table will be created. And in table I will insert the data, insert value into demo login, and username I will give yours Tanmay. So it will be in single inverted comma because it is a type of varchar. Comma password I will give admin. Okay, just semicolon, enter. Okay, some mistake I have done. Okay, I have not given insert into demo login. The value will come here. Now, okay. Select star from demo login. So you can see username password created. So I will use this username password. Okay, and here you can see in ID I have used the login DAO. So in DAO class I will use the login DAO. So in order to configure the database, so means it will fetch the data from the database in the class. I will use the season factory and all this stuff. Okay, so this name will be a login DAO. Finished. So we don't need this. Close this. Login.jsp also we don't need. Login. Okay. We have given the table name as demo login. So mention that demo login. Save it. And okay, ID we have not imported. Yeah. Now it's fine. So in DAO class we will create a private member of season factory. Season factory, and we will create a variable of that. Suppose name sf. I will give import the season factory, Okay. Now I will use getter setter for it. Select all, generate getter setter. Okay, completed. Now I will use the boolean class in order to verify the user has given a correct credential or not. If the credential is wrong, if the credential is not present in database, so it will return false and it will redirect to the login page giving the error that invalid credential. Yes, I will use the validator. I will give the name as validator, validator, and I need to call this login model class here because from there I will fetch the what user has given whether the correct credential or not. Login model. This I will give login as login. Okay. Okay, name is wrong. Now I need to import this. Yeah. So I will use a try catch block here because I don't want any exception. If any exception occurs, so it will be handed. So catch, just a minute. Okay, catch exception P, and it will return false. Sorry, it will not a string. It is a boolean false. In catch block, in try block, I will call the session class. I will give its variable name as session. I need to import the system class. Okay, it is been imported. Session name will be, I will use the session factory. So I have used the sf as object, so it will be sf dot open season, and I will use a login model and give its name as LGDB. Give any name, and I will typecast this in that login model class. The season you have to give here season dot load in load function. First we have to give the log. We have to call the login model dot class. That class we have to call, and here we need to fetch the this data which will be getting from the user. So here we have used the login, so you will use login dot, we have used in login model the getter and setter, so you will use the get username. It will be a username. Okay, so okay, sorry, it is not a function, it will be use the semicolon. Okay, save it. Some error is coming, not be resolved. login model could not be resolved. It is fine. Why this? Okay. And after this, you will close the session. Session dot close. Okay. Now verify if LGDB sorry db dot is not equal to null and LGDB dot get password dot equal is login dot wrong here get password. If it is equal to the database password means login this your credential matches if password matches to admin then which you have entered then it will return true. Return true else return equivalence false. That's it. So here what's the mistake? Let's see. Create a class login model. Okay, I got it. Here I am not using the capital letter. That's the thing. Now we have configured our login DAO. Now we need to configure the login controller. So we need to call the login DAO class. So we will use the auto wired here, auto wire annotation, wired. We will use the private member and call the login DAO class, login DAO, and we will give the variable name. Give any name. I will use the LD and import auto wire annotations and login DAO class. Here I will be gone. Now, thing is that we need to confirm whether the user has given correct credential or not. So we have created the object as LD. So it will be LD dot. We use the validator in login. You can see here validator class. We will call this class and we will pass this login model here. So I have already called login model. So here it will pass a login. By default it has taken. So if it is correct, then it will return home. Means it will redirect to the home page in JSP. Okay. Else I will use the model here. Okay, so model to display the error. So else sorry. So I will use the model dot add attribute. So here I will pass the message MSG and I will give the message as user name or password is incorrect. Correct. Okay. I will use semicolon here. Yeah. And I will return it to login page. Login. That's all. And in login page, login.jsp, here I need to display the error. So we are so I will use the B tab, and under B tab I will give these things MSG which I have passed here, and it will display this thing. And it I will use some style. Style will be I will use color as red. That's it. Completed. Now let's run our project. Finished. So Tomcat server is starting. Yeah, it's run. Okay, some error we have got. So what's the error? Okay, I think it reads the error is in dispatcher servlet. So let's check whether we have given. Okay, here I have given wrong. It will be com.acc.log in node. So it will be a model, and it will be login model, right? So done. And yeah, I think now the error will be resolved. So let's see that we run our project. Project is running. Tomcat server starting. Let's see. Again, it is showing error. So we have to check it whether the where is the error. Hmm. So guys, this error we are getting because of, so here we have given wrong class because our class is com.acc.dao, so it will be a dao, and season factory, this name is we have given sf. So you can see in where login out we have given sf, so that name we have to mention here. After saving this, just refresh and the error is gone and okay. In login.jsp it is coming because we have not used el. Okay, we have to do it in here at top. We have to write is ignore is el ignore equal false false. Same thing you copy from here and we have to do it in home page also. Save. Okay, now reload. It's taking time, scanning. Okay, now got. See, it is validating. I will give wrong credential now. Let's log in. Okay, incorrect username ID is or password. Our username is yours Tanmay and admin. So I will give yours Tanmay. Suppose I have given wrong password instead of X. So it is again showing username password is incorrect. Let's give correct password. Admin login admin. Again it is saying wrong. So you are getting wrong as the ID password. So let's give the correct password that is admin admin. Yeah, we got our welcome page. So that's all about Spring MVC. We have created a login page. We have successfully logged in. So that's all. Thank you.